Hello guys, welcome once again. My name is Kobe and this is SkyTech Digital. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how you can be able to create amazing pop-ups. Okay, so let's say I'm going to go to my website. Okay, I go over there and let's load the website for me. Now after the website loading, the first thing I see is what is a pop-up over here. Okay, a very nice, beautiful pop-up that you can see over here. And that is how I'm going to show you how you can be able to do this thing. Now it's not just this pop-up. Okay, there are amazing pop-ups that you can do. As you can see, this one I intentionally created it with myself. Okay, and I can show you how you can also create everything from scratch yourself. Okay, so I'm going to close this one over here. Now as you can see, if I'm scrolling through the website, 60% of the website, I see another pop-up over here. Okay, and these are all triggered, okay, by how I set it up. Okay, so we have something we call trigger. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can be able to do all these things. Okay, now if I decide to decide to go and close the website, as you can see, at the moment the mouse is going to the close button, another pop-up also comes over here. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can be able to do all these things using a plugin. Now like I told you, this is very amazing way to display any pop-up that you want to display on any page or anywhere you want to display on your website. Now this also, there are a lot of templates that you can use for free. If you don't know how to design, there are a lot of templates. If you have this plugin, there are a lot of template that you're going to use to design your pop-up if you cannot design it from scratch. Okay, now this plugin is so amazing that it does a lot of things. You can even have your whole login page as a pop-up, or anything subscription pop-up, any pop-up that you dream of creating. You can do this one using this amazing plugin that I'm going to show you. Okay, so if you are ready for it, hit the like button and hit the subscription button if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, and then give me a thumbs up, okay, for doing this amazing tutorial for you. Okay, now I saw this plugin and I knew you guys are going to love this plugin. That is why I'm going to do a tutorial on it for you. Okay, so let's jump into the video and start designing our pop-up. Okay guys, so the plugin that we're going to use is basically a paid plugin. Okay, so what we're going to do is just now you open a new tab and then you type in kitechdigital.com/popup and then you hit enter. Now you're going to come to this page over here. Okay, this page which says green pop-up. Okay, so as you can see, this is the pop-up that we're going to use. Now as you can see, it's up almost 5-star reviews. Okay, and then 18,000 sales. Okay, it means how much this pop-up is very, very good. People are using it. Almost every big website is using this pop-up. And if you go there, there are 3.2k comments over there, and then also reviews of about almost 800 reviews. It shows you how much this how well this pop-up is very good. Now you can read about the pop-up and then what people are saying about the pop-up, or every detail about the pop-up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to buy a license. Okay, and then as you can see, it is just 21 USD. Okay, $21. It's not much. Okay, it's just a peanut. You can use it to buy coffee. Okay, and that is it. So let's just click on add to cart. Okay, over here. Now just click on add to cart, and then your item is added to cart over here. Now go to checkout to checkout. Okay, so you can pay with you can pay with PayPal. You can also pay with Skrill. Okay, and that is it. So if you don't have PayPal, you can go ahead and then pay with this one over here, and then you can go ahead to pay with your with it. Now as you can see, you're gonna pay 23 USD, 2 CD, 2 I said 2 CD, $2 is handling fee, okay, for the website that you are using, okay. And then just click on pay securely, and then you go ahead to pay for it. Now of course I've already downloaded it, okay. Now when you pay, when you don't have an account over here, they will tell you to create an account, go through the account process, and then create the account for it, okay. Now if you pay for it, you're gonna see it in your downloads over here. So you hover on your account over here, and then you see it in your downloads over here. Now of course I have a lot of things over here, okay, that I've purchased, okay. So this is the plugin that I'm going to download, okay. So when you purchase it, it's going to come to your downloads over here, and then you can go ahead and then we'll click on downloads over here, and then just download all files and documentations, okay. So click on download all files and documentation to download the plugin for you, and then it will be downloaded for you. Of course I've already downloaded it, so I'm going to cancel it, okay. I won't download it, I'm going to cancel it. Now if you finish downloading it, now go back to your website, and then go to your admin dashboard over here, hover on plugins over here, okay, and then click on installed, or click on add new plugin. Now you'll be redirected to this place, okay. Now click on upload plugin, and then click on choose file, okay. So we're going to choose the file that we downloaded. So as you can see, this is the file that we downloaded, okay. So just click on it, okay, and then click on open. Now click on install to install the file that you have already downloaded. Now whilst the file is installing, let's go to back to the place that we downloaded, and then let's click on the download over here again, and then this time around we're going to download the license certificate and then purchase code, okay. So just click on it to download the license certificate and purchase code, okay. So you're going to have your license certificate and purchase code. Open it right now. So you're going to see your license information or the certificate over here, okay. Now we are going to look for item purchase code in the license certificate, okay. So as you can see, we have item purchase code, okay. Just copy the item purchase code, copy it right now, and then go back to your dashboard where you are installing your plugin, okay. Once it is copied to the clipboard, don't worry, we will use it, okay. That is why we want to copy it. Now click on activate plugin to activate the plugin, and then you're going to see once the plugin is activated, you're going to see green pop-ups over here, okay. Green pop-ups over here, that is the pop-up name, okay. So green pop-ups over here. Now hover on it, you're going to see pop-ups, create pop-ups, AB and AB campaigns or texting, targeting, log, stats, field analytics, transactions, pop-up library, okay. Now go to settings, and then let's scroll down over here, and then where you see the purchase code over here, okay, make sure you enter your purchase code over here, okay, and then click on save settings. Now once that item purchase code is entered, now we can go ahead and then start creating a pop-up. Now of course you can read through the settings and then do all settings that you want to do, but then of course all these settings, the ones which is needed for your pop-ups to work have already been done for you, okay. So let's go ahead and then create pop-ups. So now you can click on pop-ups over here. Now what this plugin does is automatically it has created a lot of pop-up for you, okay. So as you can see, we have the contact form pop-up, you have the contact form number 3, and then subscribe number 1, subscribe number 2, subscribe number 4, and then we also have video pop-ups over here, and then yes or no pop-ups over here, okay. So if you want any of these pop-ups, so let's say you want a subscription pop-up, okay, so you can go ahead, click on this how do you call it, these 3 dots over here, okay. Now you can decide to activate the pop-up, or let's go ahead and then edit the pop-up, okay. We want to see what the pop-up looks like before we even activate it. So this is the subscription pop-up for us. Okay, so maybe you want to do some few changes over here. You can what do some few changes, add your own social icons over here, click on it, and then add the URL over here. Okay, so let's say Instagram. So instagram.com/kitech digital. Okay, you put it over there. Okay, and that is it. Now you can close it over here. Okay, and then you do the same thing for Facebook, Twitter. Okay, also. Now, of course, if you want to change something over here, it is also very simple to change. You can click on the thing that you want to change, and then you go over here. It says your title. Okay, because that is what you want to change. Click on it, and then instead of maybe subscribe now, you can write anything that you want to write over here. Okay, so let's say join let's say join us now. Okay, so as you can see, join us what now over here. Okay, now you can what close it. Now maybe you want to change the background. Okay, so this is the background. Okay, and then you have a lot of things, customizations that you want to you can do over here. So let's go to the style over here, and then you can change the background or style, okay, to suit whatever you want it to suit. So let's say you want to change the color to, let's say a little bit of mauve color. Okay, or let's say violet color. Okay, so you can do same over here. Okay, and that is it. So you have done the changes that you want to do. You can do the same thing also with this one over here. Okay, so this is a gradient color. Okay, so you can do the same thing. Maybe I want to use the same color, so I'll copy this one and then bring it over here. Okay, and as you can see, I have the color that I want. Okay, and that is the second color. Okay, that is it. So as you can see, everything is working perfectly, and then I can close this one, and then I have this beautiful color over. You can change it to anything that you want. If you want to remove this polygon over here, now this is an HTML file. Okay, so you can decide to just get rid of it. Okay, just get rid of it, and then it will be it will be gone. You can decide to replace it with anything that you want to replace it. So let's say I want to replace it with a picture. Okay, so I can let me drag this one over here. I can decide to click over here, and then put the picture in place of the polygon. Okay, so I can just drag this one and put it over here. Okay, so just in place of the polygon that we removed. Okay, and that is it. So I'm going to have something like this. Then I can click on the the polygon. Okay, let me see. Yeah, this is the image. Okay, so with the polygon, I can delete it. Okay, I can just right click on it like this and then delete it. Okay, let me just delete it, and then I'll click on this image over here, drag it to this place. Okay, and then I can change the image to any image that I want. Okay, just select any image that I want. Okay, so let's say maybe I want this woman over here. Okay, so I can place that image over there. So as you can see, the woman is over here. Now I can make it full, just to the exactly to the side of the how do you call it, just to the edges of the pop-up that we are creating. Okay, so that is it. Then I can close this one, and then I have a full how do you call it, image over here. Okay, so exactly the way I want it, and then I can scroll up and then save this one as what I want. Okay, now I have done all the changes that I want to do. I'm okay with it, and then I've saved it. Okay, now that I've saved it, I can go to pop-ups over here, go to the pop-ups side over here, And then what I need to do is what, I want to what, activate the pop-up. Okay, so just click, hover on it, and then click on what, activate. Now I have what, activated what, the pop-up. It is now working. Okay, now since I have activated the pop, now I want to be sure if it is that pop-up, that same pop-up. So let me go back again and then check and see if it is the pop-up that I wanted, or that we did a change. Oh, that is not it. Okay, I thought as much. That is not it. So I think maybe it is was number 3 over here. Let me check. Yeah, so it is number 3. Okay, so let me go to pop-ups over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to deactivate this one. Okay, and then go over here and then activate the number 3. Okay, so this one. Okay, so now that it is activated, now I can target it. Okay, or I can decide to show it on where I want to show it, and that brings us to a targeting over here. Okay, so let me go to targeting, and then as you can see, we have active target and passive target. Okay, so we want an active target. Now if you look over here, we have what, unload. Unload means that when you load the website, it will what, it will show over there. Unscroll means that when you are scrolling through the website, okay, maybe a page, okay, it will what, it will show. It could be 60%, 10%, 20% of what, of the website. And then on exit is when you want to what, exit. Okay, you what, the pop-up, when at the moment you use the mouse to what, to go to the the exit side of the what, of the page, or what, it will pop up for you. Okay, and then on inactivity means that if you are on the website but you are not doing any activity on it, you are just you are just there. Okay, some few seconds or minutes or however you want it, you what, you the pop-up will show over there. And then content start. So let's say you are reading a post. Okay, at the start of the content, the pop-up will show. The same thing applies to a content end. Okay, which is an inline with pop-up. Okay, at the what, at the end of the content, the pop-up will also what, will also show. Okay, so that is what, that is it. So let's use what, unload. Okay, so that we what, we do a quick test over here. So let's go to create pop-up, create the target. Okay, now we're gonna use what, pop-up or AB campaign. Okay, so our pop-up is what, subscribe number 3. Okay, so this one is what we're going to use. Okay, and then we want it to show on both desktop and both what, on and what, and mobile. So we still select what, this one also. Okay, and then periodicity. Okay, so the time you want it to show. So maybe you want to show once a period. Okay, so once every 24 hours, once 10 minutes, once, you can what, you can decide to what, label it over here. Okay, change the hours or the period over here, and then maybe once only. Okay, just once. Okay, so I want to show it every time. So every time somebody load the website, there should be a pop-up. Okay, and then the delay time, so you can set your what, your delay time to over here. Okay, so I want to set it to, let's say, 1 second. Okay, so just 1 second, there should be what, a pop-up. And then close delay, and the close delay, I don't want it to what, to delay. And then activity. Okay, so the activity setting period, if maybe you want to show it in a certain period of time. Okay, maybe some certain days, maybe only on Saturdays, only on some kind of period. Okay, you can decide to set your date over here. Okay, the from date and then the end date. Okay, and then the I want it to be always. Okay, and then user role, so which people will which users will see the pop-up. Okay, all users over here. And then also the site area, so where do you want to show it? Okay, so if you want to show it on post pages, landing pages, your template, or a specific URL, you can decide to paste the URL over here. And then jobs. Okay, if you want to show it on jobs, this is a I have a job plugin over here. So what kind of job that you want to show it, job types and all those things you want to show. But I want to show it on the site wide. Okay, it means that everywhere on the on the website, I want to show it over there. Okay, then if I'm done with the properties or the targeting settings, I'll just click on save details over here. Okay, now I have this one as as an active target. Now let me go to the front end and then refresh the website. So it says unload. Okay, so it means that at the moment my website load, 1 second there should be a pop-up. Okay, so as you can see, this is what our pop-up showing over here. Okay, and that is what an amazing thing. I can decide to click over here to close it. Okay, and that is it. Now that we have how you can be able to edit a pop-up, which is what already done on the website. Now let's create our own our own pop-up. Okay, so to create our own pop-up, all we need to do is to click on create pop-up over here. Okay, very good. So at the moment you click on create pop-up, you need to enter the name for the pop-up. Okay, so I'm going to say pop-up 2. Okay, I'm going to use pop-up 2 for my my pop-up, and then click on create new pop-up. So you're going to have a layout like this. Okay, and then this is where you can do everything that you want to do. Okay, so you can do everything that you want to do on this on this layout over here. Okay, so first things first, I want to use a rectangular shape, and then drag it all over here. Okay, I want to drag it all over here, and then I want it to be just fill the space over here. Okay, now I'll click on this one and then check the settings. Okay, so this is the settings that I want, and then if you want any animation, you can choose the animation that you want over here. Okay, and that is it. Now I want the fade is okay for me. Now let me go to style. Okay, I want to change the background to to different color. Okay, so I want to change it to just an all red no, not all red. I want to change it to an all white color. Okay, so I want to go straight to white over here. I want the background to be all white. Okay, and that is it. So now that I'm done with this one, okay, I'm really done with this one, I can decide to close it. Okay, so now that I'm done, I've closed it. Now let's go to another one. I want to add an image over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm click on image, and then I want to it to be just this side, and then drag it over here. Okay, just like this one. Okay, this one over here. Now with the image, I'll just click on the image on the layers over here, and then choose the image that I want. Okay, I'm going to choose the image that I want, and then I'm going to use this one which says we are hiring over here, and then click on it. Now as you can see, it's going to fill the whole space for me. Okay, but what I want is I just want the we are hiring to show with the the trumpets over there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the this one over here, and then I'm going to have all these things situated in the pictures image situated in the middle over here. Now let's play around the settings over here. Okay, so let's say I want it to be auto. Okay, and let's say I want it to be like this one also. Okay, so what do I want? I want it to be, let's say, like this, and then I want it to be repeat. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to have something like this. Okay, or I can play around the repeat. I can just play around it the way I want it. Okay, so I want it to be repeat to fill all the spaces over here, and that is how I want it. Okay, now if I want to give the image a link, I can put the link over here. Okay, and then if I want to open the link in a new tab, I can just toggle this one to open the link in the new tab. Okay, now if I want to click on it for it to close, I can use this close thing to perform that kind of action that I want it to perform for me. Okay, and then we have the on click action. So this is the on click handler of the button. Use a valid JavaScript code over here. So if you have any JavaScript you want to use, you can use. And if you want to use any, let's say you want to use any animation on the image, you can use any animation. So maybe you want it to bounce right, bounce left, bounce down anyhow you want to, fade left, fade right, anyhow you want to perform it. So let's say I wanted to fade left. Okay, so at the moment you load the thing, the image will fade from left, and then come in it. Okay, so I'm done with the image, and then I'm going to close it. Now I still want to add another image to it, so I'm going to add another image. Now this time around I'm going to put that particular image over here. Okay, so let me bring this one over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that it fits the place that I want it exactly. Okay, so for what I'm going to do, I'm going to just push it to the top a little bit, just like this one over here. And then what I'll do is I'll go to the image properties over here, or the settings over here, and then choose the kind of image that I want it to show. Okay, so let's say I want this image over here, and then I'll click on on this image for it to fill in the space that I want it to fill for me. So as you can see, I have this image also also showing over here. Okay, and that is exactly what I want. So after I'm done with the image. If I don't want anything to, I don't want anything, let's say I want an animation, so it will also fade right for me. Okay, and then I'm going to I'm going to close this one over here, and then I will just add in a different thing. So I'm going to add in a text. Okay, so we have the label, and then we have text field. Okay, make sure that you use this one, which is the label over here. Okay, so I'm going to click on this one, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag the text over here. Okay, so what I'm going to write is let's say I'll click on it, and then click on this one, and then I'm going to put this text over here. Okay, so I'm going to write office manager is needed urgently. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just give this one, and then I'll just I'm going to go to style over here to style the text that I've written over there. So the font, I'm going to give it Montserrat. So I'm going to go for Montserrat over here. So let me see. Yeah, Montserrat is over here, and then the size, I'm going to say, let's say 40. Okay, or let's say 35. Okay, very good. So, and I'm going to position it in the middle. Okay, so it's going to be in the middle, just like this one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it bold. Okay, very bold. And then I'm going to change this one to black. Okay, so exactly this one. Okay, so let's say I want it this way, so let me make it 30, so that, yeah, so let's say I want it this way. Okay, so office manager is currently needed. Now I still want to add another, and let me close it. I still want to add another label. Okay, so I'll click on this label again, and then come over here. Okay, and then this time around I'm going to go to the label also, and then this time around I'm going to put in this text. So office manager is needed urgently in our Lagos office in Nigeria. Please, let me change this one to P. Please enter your email address if you are interested. So instead of please enter your email address, I'm going to say please apply now. Please apply now if you are interested. Okay, very good. Now as you can see, I cannot see the words that I've written well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale it. Okay, so that all the words that I wrote will be able to fit in the the text field over here. Okay, so now let me go to style over here, and then instead of 15, I'm going to change it to, let's say, 18. Okay, so 18 is quite okay. And then I'll just position the text where I want it to be positioned. Okay, and then I'm going to align it in the middle. Okay, and that is so as you can see, office manager is needed urgently in our Lagos office in Nigeria. Please apply now if you are interested. Now the next one is what I want to put a button over here for them to able to click, or whoever comes on the website to be able to click on it to apply for the particular job. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this one and then look for button. So as you can see, this is what button. Okay, so I'll click on what on button, and then I'll drag it underneath this one over here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it, and then instead of the button I will say what apply now. Okay, I'll put apply now over here, and then copy it and then paste it on the label what name. Okay, so this is what the label. So as you can see, apply now. I can what put it in the middle well, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to link it. Okay, so let me see. So yeah, it's supposed to be this is what a submit what button. Okay, so this is not the button that I want. Okay, so this is what this is just a submit button. This is not the button that I want, but what I want is what is a link. Okay, what I want is a link. So I'm going to click over here and then delete this one. Yes, delete it. Okay, and then look for a link in it. Okay, so you see this one, link button. Okay, and that is what I want. So I'm going to what drag it over here like we did the first one. Okay, and then click on the what on the link button again, and then what this time around I'm going to what give it the label what name as what apply now. I'm still going to give it to a dark kind of heading, and as you can see, I can have a place to what to link it. So let's say I want it to link to what the office job over there. Okay, and I want it to open what a new tab whenever it's linked. Okay, and that is it. So now that I'm done with it, so as you can see, I'm done. I can also what style the button. Okay, so I can go over here. Let's look at the basics. So this is the size of the button. So if you feel like the size is too small for you, you can play around it. Okay, so as you can see, you can just play around it. Okay, so you can make it bigger, and then just put it where you want it to be positioned. Okay, so and you can just play around it, and then you're good to go. Okay, so just position it where you want it to be positioned, and then you're okay. So you can the animation, if you want it to also fade right or fade whatever it is, fade down, fade up, anything. Let's say I want it to also fade right. Okay, you can do all those things, and then with the style also, you can play around it. Okay, so the color that you want, so I want it to be the background color, I want it to be red. Okay, so you can choose red for it, and then the border color too, I want it to be red, and then the text color, I want it to be white. Okay, you can play around it, and then you are good to go. If you have any css class that you want to add, you can add it over here. Okay, and that is it. Now you can also configure the button through the pop-up settings, the style tab, and then the buttons. Okay, and that is the same thing that we are doing over here, and we are good to go. Okay, so let me just click on it again and then see any settings. Okay, so that is it. We are good to go. Okay, so now that we have created our pop-up, now there is one thing left that we haven't done. Okay, to add a close icon to it. Now we want people to be able to close it when they don't want it. Okay, so how can they do that? There should be a close thing over here, and then this is the close icon. Okay, so just click on it and then drag it to wherever you want it to be positioned. Okay, so let's say you want it to be positioned. Now of course you can decide to position it outside the the pop-up. Okay, so maybe something like this, but I want it to be to be inside the pop-up over here. Okay, and then you can also configure the close so if you want it to close forever, close for a period, close forever, just close. Okay, or we do, how do you want the close to also happen? If you want it to fade up, all those things, you can do all those things over here. And then the style also. Okay, So what kind of clothes do you want? Do you want this one? Do you want this one? Do you want this one? Okay, anyhow you want it. Okay, I think this one is good for me. Okay, and then the color also, you can what, you can choose the color that you want. Okay, so if you hover on it, it's going to show something like this. Okay, you can also choose the color that you want. So I think this is good for me. I can what, decide to what, go ahead and then we'll save it over here. Okay, so I'm going to save it, and then I am what, I am good to go. So guys, as you can see, I have what, I have saved my what, my pop-up. Now I can trigger the pop-up from the what, from the targeting what, side. Okay, so when I go to targeting over here, and then let's say I want this particular pop-up to be on exit. Okay, so I can what, click on create, and then choose the pop-up that I did. So this one, pop-up 2. Okay, and then the periodicity. Okay, the periodicity, that is the period you want it to what, show. Okay, so every time the person wants to exit, that thing should what, should show. Okay, and then activity, if you want it to be in a certain period, you can choose, but I want it everything. I think everything is good for me. Okay, so if let's say this one you want it to show on only jobs, you can put it what, under jobs over here. But I think for me everything is what, good. All I want to do is what, click on save details to what, to save it. Okay, so as you can see, it is what, it is saved over here. Okay, now let's go to our website. Okay, let's go to our website, and then try and then what, load the website and see if what we did what will work. Okay, so the first thing we will see is what, is this load pop-up over here. Okay, that is the first thing that we did. And then the second one is, if you close it, and let's say we want to what, we want to exit. Okay, or we want to what, exit what, the website. It's supposed to what, it's supposed to work. Okay, but I don't know why it's not working, but let me try and see. Okay, I don't know why it's not working, but let me go back to the targeting again and see if the pop-up is what, is active. Okay, so our pop-up 2 is over here. Now let's go to all pop-ups over here and see if it is what, it is active. So yes, pop-up 2 is what, is active over here. Okay, so I'll still go back over here. Now let me load the website again. Okay, so I see this one over here. Okay, so let's say I want to what, go to a different page over here, and then let's say I am through with it. Okay, so this one will continue to what, to continue to load. Now let's say I want to what, exit. Okay, so as you can see, at the moment I want to exit, our pop-up that we created what, is showing over here. Okay, but guys, if you see over here, all the all the words that we wrote, or all the text that we wrote, is not what, is not showing over here. Okay, so please apply if you are interested. Did not come. Okay, so what we need to do is what, go back to what, our pop-up. Let me close this one. Yes, leave. Go back to what, our pop-up, and then over here, hover on the 3 dots over here, and then what, click on the edit. Okay, so click on the edit, and then let's try, and then what, you see over here it shows, but when it goes to the front end, it's not what, it's not showing. So I'm going to what, expand it a little bit. Okay, so that it will show for us. Okay, and then I'll close it. Now let me go back to a different page. Okay, so I'm going to close this pop-up. Okay, now do like I'm exiting, and as you can see, it is what, it is now showing over here. Okay, so when I click on this one, it's gonna what, it's gonna open a new page, and then it will open the particular job for me. Okay, and that is what exactly what we wanted. So as you can see, we've created a pop-up, very nicely done. Okay, now let's go back over here, and then I'll take you through another one over here. Now you see, green pop-ups are very amazing. They are so amazing that they understand your needs. Okay, and that is why they've also created what, a pop-up library. Okay, for you. And with a pop-ups library, all you need is what to just go to what over here under green pop-ups over here. You see what Popups Library over here. Just click on it. You see amazing tons of what designs over there that you can choose from. Okay, if you can't design, okay, so you can choose amazing pop-up design, so many of them, okay, a lot of them, okay, that you can choose from. If you cannot design your own, you can choose so many of them. So let's say you want this one over here. You are a food delivery website, and then you want this pop-up over here. So what you do is, let me go back and then show you how you will be able to import it. Just click on it, and then it will be it will be imported for you, okay, into your pop-up. So let's say you want this one, okay, you want this one. Just click on it to download and import the pop-up. Okay, so I click on it, and then it will download and import the pop-up for me. So as you can see, I have two pop-ups imported for me over here. Okay, so what should I do? Or what I do is hover on this one over here, and then click on edit, okay, to edit the pop-up that I've imported over here. So as you can see, this is an amazing pop-up over here. So if I want to add my logo, I can click over here, and then go to here, and then add your logo over here. Okay, so you can decide to delete this one, and then add any logo that you want, okay, over here. Okay, and that is it. Now if you want this is the logo background, okay, and that is it, and this is the actual logo that they added. Okay, so this is the logo. Now if I want to add my logo, now let me just close it. I'll just add an image over here. Okay, and then just position the image where I want the logo to be. Okay, and it's just as simple as that. Just position the logo on this place. Okay, exactly this place, so how I want it to be. Okay, just like that. And then I can just click on it over here, and then load search for the logo that I want. Okay, so let's say I want let's say this logo over here. Okay, Google, or let's say Kitech Digital. Okay, so I can click on it. Okay, so as you can see, this is working. Okay, and then I can right click over here, and then yes, delete this one. Okay, so as you can see, I have this one deleted over here. Okay, so if the image this one also, I can delete it. Let me just delete it over here. Yeah, so I have this one. So if you think the image is not showing well the way you want it, you can expand it anyhow you want it. Make sure that your logo really fits in the way you want it. Okay, so just like this one over here, and I have my logo set up very nicely. Okay, now I can decide to click over here, and then change the background, the style of it. Okay, so I can go over here, and then just use any style that I want. Okay, so let's say I want this one over here. Okay, I can just play around it. Okay, so just play around it. So let's say I want this one, and then the text also, what I want is let's say white over here. Okay, and then I want this one also to be this color. Okay, so I will get the exact thing that I want. So as you can see, everything is matching my website. Okay, I can decide to click over here, and then add anything that I want to add. Okay, so instead of free fries, I can write anything that I want to write over here. The same thing applies to this one also. Okay, I can write any description that I want to write over here. Okay, and then I can add my social handles over here, and this is the close button. Okay, this is the close button too over here, and then this one is this one is an image. Okay, this one is also an image. For those of you who knows a little bit about HTML, this image they use HTML to get this image over here. Okay, so as you can see, this is how you can be able to import, and then do your own your own settings about it, style about it, and then all you need to do is just click save over here, and then you are done successfully. Now you can go to targeting to trigger the the pop-up. So let's say I want it to be on scroll. Okay, so I can go over here, create a pop-up, and then go to the pop-up that I was editing. Which one is it? Is it 266 or 2? Oh, I've forgotten it. Okay, so now let me just choose this one and see if it is that one that I was trying to edit, and then do all the settings about it. Let's put it the same thing as on the mobile. Okay, and then do all the settings about it. So this one is 26242. Okay, so let me just save it, and then go to this place. Let me close this one. Okay, so let's say I want to go over here. I want to use web design in Lagos over here, and then I know this pop-up will come up, but I want to close it. Okay, so let me scroll through, and as you can see, my my pop-up shows over here. Okay, the one that we just created. Okay, it is showing over here as nice as we can. Okay, so that is exactly how you can be able to import pop-ups into your website, and then edit it to make it your own. Okay, so guys, now that we are done with this, I think we are almost through with everything. Now, how do you check if people are um just using the pop-up? You can also go to the statistics over here. Okay, you can check the statistics, and then you can also check the logs over here. Okay, so you can check the statistics and then see if your pop-up is performing well or not. Okay, so you can check all those statistics, and then see it. You can check out pop-up by pop-up. Okay, so let's say I want to check out pop-up 2. Okay, and then apply. So as you can see, it has loaded, or it has gotten 4 impressions. Okay, with 0 submit, and then confirm 0, payment 0. Okay, all these things you can do all these things over here. Now field analytics also, you can use that one to also check out some of the things about your pop-up. Okay, so you can select the form, and then you select the period that you want to check. Okay, let's say I want to use this one, and then you can check. Okay, so there is no data for it. Okay, and that is it. So transactions also. Okay, so if you are using it as a payment method, you can also do it. Now, of course, this pop-up green pop-up have an online documentation that you can go ahead and then read a lot about it if you are not familiar with what to do on it. So any page that you go, or any settings page that you go, you're going to have an online documentation linked over here. You can click on it, and then it will open the documentation for you over here, so that you can read more about the green pop-up plugin. Okay, so it's loading for us. Let's wait for it to load, and then you see from everywhere, from the installation to all the things that you want to do, all the documentation is up to date. You can go through it, explain everything, explained for you to understand it. Okay, and that is the green pop-up for you. Now, of course, let's go to pop-ups over here. I want to show you something too over here. Okay, I've been using it, but I still want to show you. Now, if you want to check out the statistics of a particular pop-up, you can hover on the 3 dots over here, and then go to statistics over here. It will be able to give you the statistics of that particular pop-up. Okay, now you can reset statistics, you can check field analytics, you can delete pop-up, you can export all records as CSV. You can also export the pop-up definition, and then you can duplicate the pop-up. Okay, if maybe you are interested in this pop-up, you want to duplicate it and you target it on a different page or use it as a different campaign, you can what, you can do it. Okay, and then you can deactivate it as well, and then you can edit it. Okay, and that is it. Now the last one is the AB what campaigns. Now for those of you who knows sales a lot, whenever you are doing online campaigns and other stuff, you do what, AB campaigns. Now AB campaigns really means that you do two different what, different sales, let's say sales marketing flyers or marketing things, and then you check out which one is really performing, okay, against the other. Okay, and that is what AB what campaigns or AB marketing. Now you can still use green pop-ups to do your own AB what marketing or AB campaign. Okay, you can create an AB campaign with what, with this at this place over here. Just create it and then go through the process as what, creating a pop-up and all those things. Okay, so I hope this green pop-up will help you to what, make your website lively, and then make your website a little bit function more as the big website that you see elsewhere else. Now I want to talk to you about it one more time so that what we end the tutorial over here. Now like I said, it is what highly recommended, and the support is what, is amazing. Okay, now if you see over here, they edit it frequently. Okay, so the last update is just today. Okay, just today as I'm creating this tutorial, 7 September. So it shows you how this pop-up what is being used. Okay, and they listen, and as you can see over here, it was published on what 30th October 2013, and it has been in the system for over what almost 10 years now. Okay, and that is what, and that is how amazing this pop-up is. So thank you for watching this video, and please don't forget to what, like and subscribe. I hope you like this video, and I hope this one will help you to what, to make your website really lively. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye bye.